All right, any pains or injuries before we start? Good. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow at level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to find a comfortable cross-legged position with a lengthy, tall spine. Okay, palms face up. Oh, you know what? You might need to move even more. Sorry about that. Okay, just want to make sure you see me and I see you. All right, fingers in Dhyana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And with your eyes closed, lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrava, Pavitrava, Sarva Vushtan, Gato Piwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Dhyana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head. Pull gently to elongate. And then the chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll the center. A few more rounds. One more giant circle, chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. Chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Excuse me. Hands to either side, turn your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Come back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. Back to center again. Something just started irritating my sinuses. I don't know what it is. Come back to center. Cross your shins again. Opposite shin on top. Take the arms up high. Extend. Twist to the right on the exhale. Inhale back to center. Arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends. Right hand down. Left arm overhead. Take it back up. Other side. Back up again. Legs forward. Forward fold. Take it back up. Left heel. Reach it toward the corner of the mat on the left side. Then step the right foot down to your floor, and I'll face you. So corner of the mat on the left side. Step the right foot down. Now turn the toes out so you get 90 degrees and walk your heel about 2 feet away from your seat. And then flex your heel, roll onto the heel. Take both hands to frame your left leg. Now what you want to do is avoid obstructing your right leg because we're rolling the knee, okay? Yes, both hands to your left leg. That's right. On the exhale, roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. One more. Roll forward, roll back. All right, so Caroline, if you pivot to the heel, it'll be easier right heel. Yeah, that way it's easier to roll versus if you have the foot flat. It's really awkward, right? Okay, right hand to inside the right thigh and gently push your right thigh away. So you're going into the stretch and then the right thigh going into the hip joint. Release. Draw the right heel in to the inside of the left leg and twist to the right. I'll go in the same orientation as you guys so that it's not so confusing. Step the left foot down, ground the right palm, lift the seat, extend the left arm to the back of the room. And take the seat back down, draw back to center. Take the left heel, draw it back in space. So now you have a reverse letter S with your legs. Walk your hands over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward even more. So it's incorporating a forward fold with a twist. Inhale. Take it back up to center. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale. Counter twist to your left. Take it back to center. Ground the right palm. Lift the seat, standing on your shins. Raise your left arm up and across the collarbone, back in space. So it's a heart opener and a back bend. And then raise your left arm up overhead. Reach toward the right side for the left side stretch. And then take the seat back down. Extend the left leg forward. Extend the right leg forward. Separate your feet about mat width. Take the arms up high. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward for the insides of your feet or insides of the legs. Re-lengthen your spine. Exhale. Fold forward. Take it back up. Second side. The right heel to the corner of the mat on the right side. Step the left foot down. Move the heel away from you by about 2 feet and pivot to the heel so it's easier for you to roll your foot. All right? Then both hands framing your right leg. Then on the exhale, roll the left knee forward. Inhale, roll the left knee back. Roll forward, roll back. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. One more time. Roll forward, roll back. Gently press your inner left thigh away from you so you're getting into stretch of the inner left thigh, inner left hip. Release. Draw the left heel in to the inside of the right foot and then twist to your left. Step the right foot down. Ground the left palm down, lifting your seat. Reach your right arm to the back of the room. Release your seat back down. Square back to center. Bend your right knee. Draw the right heel back. So now your legs are in a letter S shape. Walk your hands over to your left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward even more. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Extend the right leg forward. Extend the left leg forward. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Left hand to the floor, right arm forward. Your arm is active, your spine is neutral. Inhale here. Exhale. Keep a neutral spine as you hinge forward a little bit at the hips. And then inhale, take it back to vertical. Exhale, reach it forward a little bit deeper. Inhale, back to vertical. Exhale, reach forward even deeper and stay here with your right hand. Grab the left foot. Once you have your foot, ankles, or your shins, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen the fold. If you can't grab the foot, you can grab the shins. Inhale, take it back up. Keep your left hand down, right arm forward, and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left 5 times. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay here. Your right hand can go to outer left leg. Adjust your left hand further back. Re-lengthen your spine and deepen your twist. All right, every time we come into a pose, there's always an opportunity to readjust to make sure we have the proper alignment, proper support, so that we can twist deeper or stretch deeper. Square back to center, other side. Right hand to the floor, left arm forward, neutral spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, back to vertical. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, back to vertical. Exhale, lean forward even more. And staying here, grab hold of the foot, ankles or your shins. Then re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen the fold. Release, take it back to center. Square back to center, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist to the right 5 times. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, back. Exhale, twist. Stay here. Left hand to outer right leg for more resistance. Right hand further back. Lengthen your spine on the inhale. Exhale, deepen the twist. Release, come back to center. If you're able to take your legs out even wider, take it wider. With your fingertips rotating outwardly, take your hands back slightly behind you. You can be on your palms, on your fingertips, your choice. On the inhale, lift your chest, broaden your shoulders, gently looking up, taking into back bend, a broadening of your chest. Lift the head, come back to a neutral spine. Press into your fingers and keeping a neutral spine with that slight back bend. Start to hinge at the hips to draw forward. Now keep that neutral spine. Try not to round, right? Keep lifting and broadening. If you have a little bit more range, you can then start to walk your hands forward. Keep that neutral spine and just inch your way forward incrementally. All right, walk it back in with your hands supporting to the inner thighs above your knees. Pull up and your knees will bend. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Let the feet come slightly further forward. Grab the inner feet or thread the arms under, and then you can round the back as much as you want in this forward fold. Lift back up. Shift back toward the sacrum. Support with your hands behind you. Lift the heels. Open up the feet, but keep the heels together. You're going to close the knees toward each other, and then open. Close and open. Close and open. Close and open. Close, open. Stay here. Let the feet separate about a foot. Same thing. Roll the knees in. Roll the knees out. Roll the knees in. Roll the knees out. Roll in. Roll out. Roll in. Roll out. Roll in. Roll out. Stay here. Extend the legs fully. Roll in. Roll out. 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 Bend your knees. Cross your shins. Walk your hands forward. Down dog. Pedaling out the legs. Walk it out side to side. All right, then now come back to stillness in your down dog. Walk your feet about mat's width distance. You're going to turn your toes in just a little bit. Then as you bend your knees, you're going to draw the knees toward each other as you lower, and then extend it back. So we're going the opposite direction with the rotation of the hip joints. Draw the knees in toward each other. So this inner rotation, we just took outer rotation, lengthen out. 3 more times. Bend the knees in toward each other. Extend the legs back out. Knees in toward each other. Extend it back out. 1 more. Knees in toward each other. Extend it back out. Walk it back to your regular down dog. All right. Inhale. Raise your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Exhale. Right knee in toward the nose and round. Shifting your shoulders over your wrists as you round your spine. Inhale. Kick up. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Stacking of your hips. Right knee is reaching up. Left heel is reaching down. Raise your right leg back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior 1. Back heel comes down to the floor. Yes, there you go. Warrior 1. Millie, you have the wrong leg. Yeah. Back heel all the way down. Warrior 1. Expand the arms. Cactus your arms. Palms face forward. And your arms and your hands are really active, okay? As if you're doing those machines in the gym. On the exhale, draw the arms in, expanding your back. Inhale, draw the arms out and go as far back as you can, engaging your upper back as you expand through your pectorals. Exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, open. Stay here. Elbows in toward the ribs, let the palms face up. Reach up and touch your fingers. Draw the elbows back. Reach up, touch your fingers. Draw the elbows back. Reach up and touch, and then releasing your hands to regular warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Now keep the right toes pointing straight forward so that, yeah, that's right. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Right arm to top of the right leg to modify, or the hand to the floor, left arm up. Familiarly bend the front knee. Yeah, so you can always take the elbow to top of the knee, right, if touching down is difficult. Inhale, all the way back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras, coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms, you can take it. If that's a little bit deep, you can always bend your elbows. All the way down, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold forward. Stay in the forward fold as you walk your hands over to your left a little bit. Then take your left arm down to the floor with your right fingertips. Reach forward and toward the left a little bit more actively. Crawl the fingertips against the floor, tractioning against the floor. And as you crawl the fingertips forward and toward the left, you're getting more and more stretch into your right arm, right shoulder, right side ribs. Keep reaching. All right, switch sides. Walk it back in, walk it over to the right. Right forearm comes down for support. Left fingertips reach forward and to the right side. Crawl the fingertips against the floor, tractioning against the floor and getting more length. So your left arm, left shoulder, left ribs. Begin to walk your hands back into center. Walk your hands in toward the knees to lift the torso up, sitting on your heels. With your hands, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, lift the sternum up. Your sternum is your heart center, gaze upwards toward the sky. So this is the broadening of your pectorals, your collarbones, as you take an upper back bend. Right? So this is really great for combating the technique that we're all developing by always using our phones, right? Always looking down on the computer, etc. All right, release. Walking your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round. So shifting your shoulders over your wrists, knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. As you stack your hips, left knee is reaching up, right heel is reaching down. Raise your left leg back up, stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. All right, back heel comes down to the floor again, Yen. Good. Bend the front knee so the knee lines up over the heel. Extend the arms up. Then take the arms out to your side. Bend the elbows, palms face forward. So your arms are very active, right? So imagine there's resistance with those machines, right? Draw the arms in. So I want to feel that your shoulders and your arms are very active. Your muscles should be firm. Inhale, draw the arms back and expand. Exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, draw them back. Draw the arms in. Inhale, draw them back. So elbows in toward the ribs, then reach up and touch your fingers. Draw the elbows in, reach up and touch your fingers. Draw the elbows in, reach up and touch. Separating hands for regular warrior one. Then open up the arms, open up the hips for warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back the other way. Good. Side angles. Left arm to top of the left leg or the hand to the floor. Right arm reaching up to side angle. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Stretch our left side again. And then hands to the floor, left foot. Stepping back plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Again, 3 progressive cobras, coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher, full extension of your arms if you have it. Right, so those 3 levels work on different parts of your spine, right? So as we go lower is your upper part of the spine. As we go higher is lower down the spine. All the way down in child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Lift up to hands and knees. This time we'll take threading the needle. So measure out hands and knees. Your shoulders and your wrists should line up one over the other vertically, and your hips and your knees. All right? You're going to take your right hand, walk your right hand one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Then on the inhale, raise your left elbow up. We're going to thread it through 3 times. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, left. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, left. This time, exhale, thread all the way through. And bend your right elbow, left shoulder, left cheek comes toward the floor as you twist. Press into right hand, lift back up. Take it back to hands and knees. Remeasure. Then with your left hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Right? The purpose of that is to get your hands further away from the face. If you did not make that adjustment, when you came into a twist, your hand would be right in front of your face. It's not very comfortable. So you want to walk it wider and slightly further forward. Inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread through. Bend your left elbow, right shoulder, right cheek comes toward the floor as you twist. All right, so notice how your hand is no longer right in front of your face. By walking it wider and slightly further forward, you got your hands to be further away so you have more space to twist into. Otherwise, your hand will be right in front of your face. All right, press into your left hand, walk it back in, and then sitting on top of your heels. All right, this time, wrap the hands back behind you, but take the opposite interlacing the hands. So when you take the other thumb on top, because it's your non-dominant side, it might feel a little bit awkward. So that's what we're looking for, to do both sides. Draw the shoulders open, reach the knuckles back, lift the gaze upwards. Come back to neutral release. Walk your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in towards the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Re-extend the right leg, stepping the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Back heel comes down, arms up high and extend. Right hand catching your left wrist. Pull up to extend and side bend over to the right. So actively pull with your right hand so you get lengthier through your left side. Draw back to center. Bend your left elbow. Right hand again to your left elbow. Side bend to the right. So it's a little bit more intense, more direct into your left shoulder joint. Take it back up to vertical, half bind. Right hand behind you. Left elbow to the right knee. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale back up 5 times. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale back up. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale back up. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale back up. Left elbow, right knee, and stay there. You can move your left hand to the right side and use that resistance to twist deeper. Inhale, all the way back up and around. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Triangle, lengthen out the right leg. Tip the left hip slightly back, reach your right hand further forward. Right hand can go to top of the shins if you're less flexible. Right hand to the floor if you can touch down easily. Left arm reaching up. Nice and Millie. Come back up a little bit. I want you to lengthen the front leg first. Lengthen fully. Then take the hand to the top of the shin so it's easier to reach, and then left arm up. Inhale, take it all the way back up. So the difference between the first pose, which is with the knee bending, is this is a hip opener. If your leg is lengthened, it becomes a hamstring stretch. So it's two different things, right? By similar shape. All right, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. This time we'll take a full push-up. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push-up, chaturanga. Then roll over your toes, you're on the tops of the feet, thighs stay off the floor to lift up for an up dog. Exhale, roll it back to down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in towards the nose. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Re-extend the left leg, step it forward, warrior one. Left hand grabbing the right wrist. Pull up, extend, side bend to your left. Take it back up, bend your right elbow. Left hand to the right elbow, side bend to your left again. Draw back up to center, half bind, left hand behind you, elbow to knee, right elbow to the left knee, 5 times, up and down. Inhale, lift, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, lift, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, lift, 2 more. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, lift this time, right elbow, left knee. You can stay there. You can release your right hand to your left side, and then press your elbow deeply into your outer left leg to twist. Inhale all the way up and around, warrior two. Reverse, warriors, stretch our left side. Then come back up to vertical, triangle, lengthen out the left leg. So that's what you want to do first, lengthen out the left leg. Then tip the right hip slightly back as you reach your left hand further forward. That will give you the adjustment so that you can balance, right? Left hand to the top of the shins if your hamstrings are tight. Left hand to the floor if you can touch down easily. Right arm reaching up. Right. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale push up. Chaturanga. Roll forward and up to an up dog. Exhale. Take it back to down dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands to the front of the mat. Then walk your feet in together. Inner thighs together. Feet together. Then bend the knees, rise up to chair. So in your chair, your tail is reaching back, crown of the head and the arms are reaching forward. Your torso is in a diagonal. On the inhale, lengthen your legs, lift up for a slight back bend. Come back up to vertical, side bend to the right. Back to center, side bend to your left. Back to center, balancing on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Right hand to the right knee, left arm out to the side. If you have better extension, it's yogic toe lock to the right big toe and extend the right leg. Whenever you're ready, open up the knee or the heel to the right side and balance here. Begin to square back to center, step in, your right foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Take a few breaths here. Let the legs release and recover. All right, second side. Bend the knees, rise up, chair. So again, in your chair, knees are bending, seat is drawn back a little bit, crown of the head, arms reaching forward into a diagonal. Then rise up, take a slight back bend. Come back up to vertical. Side bend to your left. Back to center, side bend to your right. Back to center. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Hand to knee, right arm out to counterbalance. If you have better extension, hand to big toe and extend the left heel forward. And then whenever you are ready, open up the knee or the heel to the left side. Begin to break. Step the left foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Bend the knees, rise up to chair again. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee, tree pose. Sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Try to go above the knee joint if you can. If that's really tough for your hips because you have tight hips, then you can go below the knee joint. Whenever you're ready, arms up and out in a wide position and balancing here on the left leg. Break, arms up, step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. We're going to come right back up. Bend the knees, chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Open up the knee to the left side, grabbing your foot, take it to inner right side, above or below the knee joint. Arms up and out. Steady your balance. Starting to break, arms up. Step the left foot back down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to the floor, bend the knees, and step the feet back to down dog. Come forward into your plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward, forearms down. You want to grab opposite elbows to measure out for shoulders width with your elbows. Take your forearms back down. Then you want to check that your shoulders and your elbows are vertical, so you end up with 90 degrees. What happens is, if your arms are too far forward, you're going to feel like you're collapsing. It's even worse when your arms are too far back. You can't support at all. So, if you take a vertical line, the bone stacking will help you support. Then press your forearms down and think about energetically pressing your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, and that will flatten your lower back. Then in opposition, press your forearms down and lift your chest, and that will give you a deeper mid-back bend. Then gaze is slightly toward the floor, and the crown of the head slightly reaching forward. All right, so the back of the neck is more neutral. Because when you're looking straight forward, you're actually crunching the back of the neck. When you draw the chin too much toward the chest, you're compressing the front of the throat as well. So slightly downwards, a neutral cervical spine is what we're looking for here. If you want more activity with your feet, with your legs, point the toes back and reach back actively. Now, once you find that lengthiness through your legs, try not to squeeze your glutes. All right, so I know it's a very subtle movement. Try to release any activity to your glutes. All right, so try to find flattening of the lower back by pressing your belly and your lower ribs to the floor. Find lengthiness through the front of the legs by reaching through your toes, but deactivate your glutes. It's kind of contradictory, but it is possible to isolate all of that activation, right? It's very subtle. Now, before we move out of the pose, let's reactivate your glutes so that you're supporting. Then press your hands into the floor, lift the elbows up. Draw the elbows outwardly so you can lower your chest. Walk your hands back and gently, slowly make your way back to child's pose. So coming out of the back bend and now into the forward bend. So anytime you're taking these poses, right, to extreme directions, right? Extreme opposites. You want to go slow in the transition so that you don't injure the muscles, right? When you take a pose and you hold it for a while, it kind of stays put for a little bit, right? So when you then all of a sudden go in the opposite, you don't want to overstretch and overactivate too quickly. Lift the torso back up. We're going to sit on the heels, sit on the shins again, but you're going to keep your inner thighs and your knees together, but you're going to walk your feet slightly wider. Now, for most of us, we may not be able to sit all the way down. That is perfectly fine. I can't sit all the way down. But if you have a blanket, if you have a block, you can sit on a block, sit on a blanket. If you're able to sit all the way down, right, you've got to make sure your feet are wider than your hips so that you should be able to insert your hand in between your outer hips and your inner ankles. So once you have that, maybe if your quads, your knees, and your shins are flexible enough, you can sit all the way down. If you cannot sit all the way down, then do the best you can, but support with your hands. So the hands are taking some of the weight. So your knees and your inner thighs are together, and your feet are wider than your hips. So if you have the mobility and you can sit all the way down, that's what you're doing. If you cannot sit all the way down, keep your hands supporting. All right, so this is an intense stretch to your knees. It could be also an intense stretch to your quads. So be very careful not to overdo, right? Keep your hands supporting as you need. All right, so for those of you who are sitting on blocks, sitting on blankets, it might feel really nice to have that support without having to use your hands, right? But for many of us, this could be quite intense. Right? I don't have the range to sit all the way down. So right now, I'm probably about 2 inches off the floor. I'm supporting with my hands, but I'm getting a good amount of stretch to my knees. All right, when you're ready, starting to release, you're going to tip forward again. Once you have your hands supporting, you're going to tuck your toes under and then press into your toes and shift the weight back. This should be a really nice neutralization for the tops of the feet and your toe joints. It should be a nice release also for your knees. And then when you're ready, you can take it into very slow lifting of the knees to make your way into a down dog, and you can pedal out your legs side to side. And by moving your knees in this way, you can neutralize your knees and your ankles. All right, come back to stillness in your down dog. We're going to take 3 tuck toe up dogs to neutralize the body, all right? So keeping your toes tucked under. On the inhale, come forward into your plank. Keep your toes tucked under. Let the hips draw down as you lift your chest. On the exhale, take it back to down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward into your plank. Keep your toes tucked under. Let the hips draw down as you lift your chest. Exhale, take it back to down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, plank. Hips draw down, lifting your chest into a back bend. Exhale, down dog. So you should feel very much more neutral now than before we did this. Pigeon, raise your left leg up. Draw the left knee in toward the nose. In a point-to-toe position, land the shin to the floor. So your left thigh angles out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. So you're essentially getting your thigh out of the midline, away from the center line. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back so you can lower your seat, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, lift the torso, elongate through your spine. This is where you start to feel. Are you level in the hips? If you're sitting down on one side, you're going to feel like you're falling down to the side, right? But what you want to do is balance on the shins. Your hips should be level. Your spine should be straight, and this is a balance. Once you're set, you can make your way forward, forearms down, or make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. All right, if you're leaning too far over to your left or to your right, you can feel like your weight is falling over, right? So you want to find that middle ground. You want to feel level between your left and your right side. 3 more deep breaths. Alrighty, start to walk your hands back in. Lift your torso up. Tuck the back toes under, press into your hand. Lift right up and step it back to a down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, second side. Right leg up. Draw that knee in towards the nose. Steer that right thigh out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. In a pointed toe position, land the shin to the floor. Then with your hands supporting, inch your left knee as far back as you can so you can lower your seat, untuck your toes, walk your hands back, elongate through your spine. Make sure you're nice and level and really nicely balancing here. Once you are set, now you're ready to walk your hands forward, forearms down, or making pillows with your hands resting your forehead. Three more breaths. All right, start to lift back up. Walk your hands back in. Tuck the left toes under, press into your hands, lift to step it back, down dog, walk it out, side to side. All right, when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands. And again, gently taking your seat down. Lower onto your forearms. Now press your forearms down so you can lift your chest. So your upper back should feel like it's quite active, right? So you don't want to just collapse down. You want to lift your chest. Then draw the knees in, lifting your feet. Keeping your feet close to the floor. You're going to slide the legs forward. Draw the knees in. Slide the legs forward. Draw the knees in 10 times. Extend. Knees in. Extend. 4. Extend. 5. Extend. 6. Extend. 7. Extend. 8. Extend. 9. Extend and hold it here. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release all the way down. Bend your knees. Bridge pose. Walk your heels in. Separating your feet about hip width. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels so you know where to place your feet. Then press your heels down. Lift your feet, standing on your heels and the upper back of the head. Your arms can be parallel to each other alongside the hips, or you can interlace your hands underneath you and walk your shoulders in. This is your bridge. Caroline, separate your feet just a little bit more. Good. Press your heels down, lift up higher. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now you're able to lift the hips up higher. Good. Absolutely. It was a little bit yeah, it was a little bit saggy, but then now you're feeling you're looking like you're much more fully expressing your pose. Right? Sometimes if we're not familiar, right, we just kind of go halfway and we don't really know. But with a little bit of instructions, right, you can get a little higher and get deeper into a back bend, a little bit more active. Sometimes the pose get harder when you kind of like halfway in between. When you fully express the pose, you get a lot more leverage into the pose. 3 more deep breaths. Alrighty, slowly release, lower all the way down, gently hug both knees in toward the chest. All right, then keep your left knee in toward the chest, extend the right leg all the way out to the floor. Recline twisting. Left arm goes out to a T position, ground the left arm down and twist to the right. You're going to roll to outer right hip, outer right leg, going into a spinal rotation. So the hand can go to the top and the outside of the left knee. So the arm is in a better position to press down for more resistance for a deeper twist. Start to take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. All right, gently take the right knee back to center, hugging both knees in. Happy baby, threading the arms through the inner knees to grab the outer feet. Let the knees go wider. And then as you actively kick your legs up toward the sky, you want your arms to pull down your feet. So your feet are kicking up, your hands are pulling down. So the two are oppositional energies. You want the lower back to also make contact to the floor and the sacrum to the floor. So try not to lift the seat. Try to flatten toward the floor. And beginning to draw back to center, release, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are gently turning out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in. Moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take your seat, let's take a non-domination on top. And reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.